What is $1 million business and how to build one? Now, I have a special secret edition at the end of the video, so make sure you follow along till the end. $1 million business is a business which is valued at $1 million. Or otherwise, the business needs a valuation of $1 million in order to be $1 million business. This doesn't mean that the business is making $1 million in revenue or something like that. In many cases, this actually means that the business is making, I don't know, 100,000 or 200,000 per year in revenue. And this is what $1 million business is. I'll explain more in a bit, but first, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ivan. I'm a business owner and entrepreneur from Bulgaria. And on this channel, we explore the tools and strategies to make a successful software business while keeping our sanity. So what is a valuation? Now, the valuation most commonly means what someone is willing to pay for a stake in your business. Now, say someone wants to buy a 1% stake in your business for $10,000. Well, congratulations, you have yourself $1 million business. But how are a business valued? Now, this is a very broad topic and there are obviously no standard definitions, but there are some ways of valuing a business which are very common. A lot of them involve multiplying the revenue or the profit of the business with a certain multiple. So to actually calculate the valuation of a business, you take either last year's revenue or last year's profit or last 12 months revenue or last 12 months profit, and you multiply this by a multiple. And these multiples vary a lot depending on the market situation, depending on the industry, depending on the size of the business, depending on the type of the business. But there are some more or less standard multiples that can be used to make a very quick valuation of a business. So now finally, how to receive $1 million valuation for a business. Let's say you're a software company, you have your own product, so you're technically a product software company or a software product company, whatever you want to say it. Now, for businesses of this type, the multiples are actually pretty high. They're about 5 to 10x usually. So essentially, in order to be $1 million business, you only need to be making about 100K to 200K in revenue last year or last 12 months, depending on what you use for the calculation. A service-based business in the software industry typically has a lower valuation, probably about 3 to 5x. So if you have that kind of business, this means that you need to be making anywhere between 200,000 and 350 in revenue every 12 months. Now, 10x might sound like a lot, but actually in many cases, the multiples on the valuation are actually even higher than 10x, depending again, industry, market situation, type of company, how the company is doing, is it growing, is it not growing, is it profitable? And I mean, there are many factors that come into play here. So sometimes the multiples can be even higher than 10. So there you have it. You don't need to be making $1 million in revenue or in profit or something like this in order to have $1 million business. In many cases, you only need to be making about 100 to 200,000, and that means you have $1 million business. Now, for everyone that's stuck till the end of the video, here's the cherry on top. There's a new category of high multiple businesses that's just about to start popping up. These are content businesses and media businesses. Think YouTube channels, think TikTok accounts, TikTok channels. And the first big valuation that we saw on a content business like this is actually someone offering Mr. Beast channel. If you don't know who Mr. Beast is, just check him out on YouTube. Mr. Beast channel and all of his businesses recently got an offer to be bought for $1 billion. So I think this is a category where we're about to see a lot of very high valuations and multi-billion-dollar acquisition deals happening in the very near future. As always, guys, thank you for paying attention and see you in the next one. Bye.